Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Sunday night live stream. I'm Chris, the Batman statue collector. Happy Easter to everyone that celebrates. We definitely did some Easter egg hunting today in our family. Definitely a golf weekend as well, so I'm a little bit red today. But anyway, hope everybody's having a great Sunday, great weekend. I can't believe it's already the end of the weekend. I know some of you can relate to that. But anyway, welcome to the show. Again, this is a hangout show. So what this is that you guys completely drive the show with your questions and comments. So things that you want to talk about or things that you want to discuss or just want me to answer in general, I will do my best and we'll see what we can do. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got Mike Stainbrook in the house. Hey, Chris, can't make it tonight. 7 o'clock your time is 5 o'clock Turkey time here. I didn't realize that you were in Turkey, Mike. That's really awesome. So there we go. Or Turkey time. I think that's, yeah, okay. Are you talking about, oh, you're over in California. All right, I got you. A little slow on the uptake today. Anthony Kennedy is here. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here, Anthony. We got Borg Cube 1 of 2, another Brotherhood member. I'm ready and hoping for a good time. Good evening. I hope you're having a good time as well. Eric S in the house, Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. What's up, fellas? We got the Rutledge Record in the house. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you. Mike is in the house. Everyone have a good weekend. I hope so. Again, I can't believe how fast it went. These weekends just go by so quick. Been a while since I've caught a live stream. Hope everyone is having a great Easter weekend. Hope you're doing great as well. Gotham Goon, glad that you're here. Emmanuel is in the house. Happy Easter, Chris. Thanks for doing this. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry, I was a little bit running behind. My father-in-law was here with us all weekend. We had a golf tournament yesterday. Our team went 5 under, so not too bad. Anyway, all thanks to them. I'm not very good. My back, I've got a bad back. So anyway, sorry I was a little bit late. He just left. Let's see. Anyone hear about Clayface possibly being the villain of the Batman 2? I have actually heard quite a few rumors about that. I actually did a video about that topic, and the way we know Clayface today, like I can't imagine it being part of Matt Reeves's universe because it is, just so unrealistic. I would much rather see something like the Court of Owls. I don't know who else I'd like to see, but really I would love to see the Court of Owls. I've also heard like a really strong Mr. Freeze rumor. So who knows? Krista Cream Donuts. I love that name. That's fantastic. Hello, Chris and everyone. I hope everyone who celebrated had a great Easter. Hope you did as well. Again, I just can't believe it's already Easter and we're, getting closer and closer to summer. I know the school that I work in, we got 6 weeks left of school. So it's, almost summertime, which I'm excited about. Trey Smith, Legendary Beast Studio for Life. I'm assuming that's what LBS. What's up, all? Hope you're doing great. We got Fatal in the house. If you haven't checked out Fatal's channel on YouTube, please do me a favor and do that. That's awesome. Happy Resurrection Sunday. Absolutely. I got Eric B in the house, our main man from Rogues Gallery Live. Hope you're having a great weekend, Eric. We got Cooled 45. How many statues do you have? Well, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 44, I think. 44. Now I got 45 upstairs, 46. I think I've got about 46, slightly under 50 right now. Fred is in the house. Hello, Bats. Joker here. That's great. Glad to see you. Ulysses, happy Sunday, Easter Sunday, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Chris, I reached out to you via Gmail. Are you the one that sent the photos of the art? I believe so, and I did get them. So they'll go in the next Rogues Gallery show. Mark Mahoney, Brotherhood member, thank you again. Thanks to all of our members tonight. It really is awesome that you're here. We got 70 people watching on a Sunday night, so thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit the like button. That helps other people find the content, and it lets other people know that we're live as well. So anyway, hello, everyone. Hero Fi, good morning from is that Finland? FI? I'm assuming Finland. Hello to you. Had a great time with the Mad Hatter chasing this rabbit. That's awesome. Did you go to Disney? That'd be all right. See the Mad Hatter there. Ready to really 10 seconds in. Hey Chris, rumor is Clayface will be the main. Yeah, we actually just talked about that. So how it can be adapted though, we didn't really talk about that. So I don't know. Like I think that I could definitely see them doing maybe some sort of like, because wasn't he like an actor? And so like I could see him doing some things where he alters his face and like does that sort of thing. I just feel like it'd be so close to what Riddler did. If he's like a killer, he goes in and changes his face. I mean, it's possible to do something like that, but I just feel like it's so far from what Clayface really is. So I don't know. I guess I would just like to see something a little bit more different. Again, the Court of Owls to me is like the perfect scenario. I think it just fits that universe so well. Because of you, I picked up the freaking Batwing. That's awesome, Manuel. Congratulations. Did you get the big giant one? Like, that's awesome. Kevin Vincent, happy Easter, Chris, and everyone. Thank you very much, Kevin. I appreciate it. Stephen Warren in the house. What's up, Chris? How's it going? And how's the family? Family's good. Like I said, we did a golf tournament all weekend. It was for my son's baseball team. They do a like a charity event, just a scramble. So we played 18. And again, I've got a bad back, so I don't play very often. I did some stretching, so I'm not too bad today, but definitely I'm exhausted from yesterday. So I do apologize if my energy is not up to par, guys. Happy Easter, Chris. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Cooled45. Thank you. We got Julia Rose in the house, our residential Poison Ivy lover. Thank you very much, Julia, for being here. Steven says, happy Easter. Yeah, same to you. How does one become a member of the Brotherhood? Well, everybody's a member, but if you want to support the channel, you hit that join button down below. The low tier is like $1.99 a month, but it gives you like the little icon, like here's Steven. It's got that little icon next to it. It also has different like emojis that you can use, and there's different tiers. There's like a producer credit tier. There's a everybody gets early access to the videos, but basically just you hit the join button down below, and that's how that is. So thank you very much. Great question, Emmanuel. Kickback. I got a Clayface piece on the way. Oh, did you get that custom? That's awesome. Happy Easter to everyone. I listened to. Happy to listen in tonight. Thank you very much, John. I hope you're having a great weekend. Have you seen the Star Wars Celebration? Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I've been following that all weekend. Obviously, we got some news. I always mostly follow the park news. Like that's the stuff I really like. But obviously, we're getting a new Daisy Ridley film, which I'm okay with. I know a lot of collectors are pretty poo-poo on her. I'm okay. I'm really just happy for anything Star Wars. I love, I watched The Mandalorian. Love that show. I haven't got into like the animated stuff really, so I'm kind of behind in all of that, but I'm excited for Ahsoka. I think that's going to be a fantastic show. And I love that, I used to read the novels, after Star Wars were out. So like the generals or Admiral Thrawn or Thrawn, sorry, Admiral Thrawn. I always call him the blue guy, but yeah, I'm excited that we're finally going to get some action with him. Also, if you're a Disney Parks fan, they've announced that they're going to start having more characters. Because if you've ever been to Galaxy's Edge at Disney, it's supposed to be just this one timeline with Kylo Ren and Rey. And so they're actually going to start, like they have the Mandalorian there now, and they're going to start having other characters, which I think is really smart. I think if they have Darth Vader there, I think that'd be smart because those are the characters people want to interact with. So, some people love these new movies and some people hated them, but I like what they're doing with the TV stuff. I absolutely. Again, hello, Julia. Yeah, so yeah, I will show those pictures on the Rogues. Thanks for sending them. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Hand pink waving. Hello, Kai. Ben Hizzle, what lighting did you decide to go with on your displays in the new Bat Bunker? I'm working on a new display and have to decide on lighting as well. So I'm actually I'm going to do a show called Bunker Live. Actually, I was going to do it either tonight or Wednesday, but I actually have a play I'm going to on Wednesday. So maybe it'll be Monday night or Tuesday night, or maybe toward the end of the week. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do a show called Bunker Live, where I'm going to talk about some ideas that I have, and I kind of want your opinion on some things, like texturing for the wall and just some wall panels I'm thinking about putting up to kind of spice up the cave. But in terms of lighting, I have gone with LED puck lighting, basically, for the ceiling, and those are app controlled, also switch controlled, so I'll be able to do all kinds of things with those. And then in terms of the actual lighting of the cabinets, I'm going to do LEDs. And so like right now I'm just trying to figure out like what kind of channels to go. They did, Derek this weekend did a lot of drywall on the shelves. Didn't get all the way finished, but getting ready for the mud guy. And so it's going to be drywall shelving with, MDF tops. And so I want to be able to light that, but I just don't know. He has to have all the drywall stuff done before the electrician comes back in. And I haven't had that conversation with him. I'm thinking about buying Govee. There's like, I think they're called like M1s, and they're really expensive. They're like, I don't know, it's like 16 feet for like $100. So they're expensive, but the LEDs are a lot closer together. So I'm looking at those Govee M1s. They have them on Amazon. And that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. What it'll finally be, I'm not sure. I'm also thinking about running some LEDs up the walls and doing some paneling. And so those I'll probably just use like more of like a standard. I just want them to be white. I don't, maybe, I mean, I might do some app controlled things. I'm not sure. But I'm needing to get this step done first. As my family keeps saying, I keep adding on, but I feel like I want to get it right. Like I don't want to keep adding on years from now. Like I want to get it done now and get it the way I want it. But I don't know. So again, I'm going to probably do a show called Bunker Live, and hopefully you'll join me and offer some advice because I need some. Borcube 1 of 2, even more excited about Tweeterhead 2 announcement being quarter scale. Yes, so the Tweeterhead Two-Face is going to be quarter scale and 6 scale. So that's very exciting. Again, that relies or depends on what Sideshow wants, because Sideshow has that license. And so they dictate as to what character is going to be quarter scale. So that obviously means that Sideshow does not have a quarter scale in the works. And so, or at least not going to be released anytime soon. So obviously this is great news for Two-Face collectors. Manual, yes, the 1/6. Let's see. We've got longtime watcher, first time commenter. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you watching, and I'm really glad that you're here with us live. Thank you very much, and thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks for saying hello to everyone. Ryan says, hi, BSC. Happy Easter. Just delayed my Prime 1, the Batman 1/3 art edition by 3 months because the economy shipping was $432. Yikes. May eventually cancel it because that shipping is high. So that's actually a piece that I am considering. I absolutely love it. I did order the Robert Pattinson, the regular movie version, but I really like this one. I really like the Jim Lee portrait, and I like the cape, sculpted cape. I would not buy it if it was the fabric cape. I don't love that, but I love the sculpted one. And so, man, oh man, I really like that piece. So I don't know. It's on my maybe. It's on my maybe. Again, the bunker is expensive. It's costing me a lot, kind of more than I was expecting. Again, that's my own fault because I keep adding on. But I really like that piece. But yeah, shipping's a nightmare. Gotham Goon, any word on the Dark Studios Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman yet? You think it'll blow Blitzways away? I think that the portrait is very, very good on hers. I also like the pose. I can't wait to see it in person. I have not seen a Darkseid in person. I know Jeff Delaney over at Secret Sanctuary has a couple of their pieces. He really likes them. So I'm very optimistic, although it's been radio silent. I don't know like what's going on with that piece. Again, I think that from what I've kind of heard is that other companies kind of have factory priorities. Like if you're a known company like Sideshow or Prime One, you have like preferential treatment kind of because you're already established, where these newer companies, they have to kind of fight for the factory space. And so I think that of course will delay them. So I think that's what's happening with this Catwoman. Again, this is just some private conversations I've had, and I don't know for sure, but that's just kind of what I'm gathering. All right, 109 people watching. Thank you guys very much. Again, thank you for being here. Happy Easter. Do us Patreon members also get emojis, etc.? I don't think so. I think it's just through the YouTube. The YouTube one is the one that has the emojis. Hey, Chris, with us finally getting Two-Face and Penguin in 1/4, are you hopeful for Riddler next? He freaking has to be, I hope. So, yes, I think we will get a Riddler. I think we'll absolutely get a Riddler from Tweeterhead. I think we'll absolutely get a Riddler from Legendary Beast Studio. That one will be 3rd scale, obviously. I don't know if Sideshow has it in the works. I would assume, hopefully, this Penguin is selling well. And that's really what it's going to depend on. I think if this Penguin does well for Sideshow, they will be much more willing to say, hey, let's go ahead and try some of these characters, especially in an economy where people are not buying. So that's why I said we have to absolutely support these characters that we've been asking for, because if we don't, there's less likely a chance that they will get made. And so I just think it's important that we go there. But I think absolutely Riddler will be coming at some point. Steven, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. And again, guys, all super chats go to the funding of the Bat Bunker. So again, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. I want to thank Austin again for Wednesday night did a $100 super chat, which was just insane. So again, all of that does help, and it's all going to those costs for the Bat Bunker. So thank you guys very, very much for helping me live my dream with that space. So, and of course, it's going to not just be my space, it's going to be our space, because it's absolutely going to be yours as well through this channel. So thank you again, guys. Steven, $5 super chat. Love this channel and love the progress of your up and coming Bat Bunker. Again, Steven, thank you for supporting the Bat Bunker project. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Leo in the house. Good evening, all. Happy Easter. Thank you very much, Leo. Hope you're doing great. Nate Nance. Hey, Chris, congratulations on the new Bat Bunker. I was just in there a little bit ago. And again, they're kind of framing that drywall for those shelves. And it's just every day it's a little bit more exciting. Obviously, he's not working today because it's Easter. So that always sucks, because it's like, you just want it to keep progressing. But he's excited to get it done. And so I know that it will get done, hopefully, by summer. Fred Hollis, and all the things I've seen her, why I've been watching is soccer. Sorry. And all the things I've seen her why I have been watching the soccer time thing. What stuck out the most is they showed a little bit of okay. I think you're talking about the Star Wars event, latest Star Wars Rebellion. I didn't see anything about that, but I'm excited for anything Star Wars. Sorry if I butchered your comment, Fred. Still holding out hope for a full-fledged Batman, the return of Bruce Wayne with all the different time period versions of Batman. Some of those designs are so epic. Again, I think Legendary Beast is going to do a really exciting Batman because I think there's just going to be a lot of different versions of him in the one statue. So I'm excited. Also, Tweeterhead's doing a new Batman. Happy Easter. I know this isn't Batman related, but what do you think of the new Alita Prime 1 that just went on pre-order? Man, I love that thing. I think it's a piece of art. I think Prime 1 just absolutely nailed it. There are so many pieces that I would love, just absolutely love to do and have in a collection. But I just can't go there. I can't go there, but I would love to see it. I would love to review it. I just remember when I saw it at the Next Level event, and I was like, man, this is a beautiful looking piece. I love it. I really do. Kevin Vincent, Chris, do you think the Tweeterhead Two-Face 1/4 scale will be priced around the same as the premium format? I think so. Tweeterhead's prices have been rising a little bit. So I think we'll probably be right there. Again, I would assume that Sideshow gets a cut since it's their license. So I would imagine you would be right there with the premium format pricing. It could be a little bit less. I'm hoping a little bit less. Cody Price, I just got the black Batman Batcave Hush. That's a great piece, and it's great, but the foot doesn't key in just like the blue. It doesn't look like it's leaning yet. Did anyone figure out a custom solution for that? I don't think so. I put a little bit of paper in the key of mine, and that helped a little bit. It sucks. It really is a sucky problem from Prime 1, which is why I don't support the heavy capes. I just think it ruins the statue. It makes them lean. So what they've done with the PVC capes and what they're doing with this art piece, this Pattinson art piece, this Jim Lee one. I mean, come on, that's what they should do from here on out. It is okay to do that, or fabric capes are fine as well. I don't love them, but yeah, there's no reason these heavy capes need to be like this, and it's obviously causing all kinds of problems with this foot key and the leaning. So I'm glad to hear it's not leaning. I would think if it's not leaning right now, like I feel like mine leaned from the beginning. So I think you're probably okay, hopefully. When people speak of delaying statues by X months, what does that mean, and how does one arrange that? So you can, whenever you like on Prime One, you can go to their website and you can select an option that lets it ship when the price is more affordable. So if it's getting ready to ship and it's going to be $500, and you're like, screw that, I'm going to wait 6 months and see if it's cheaper then, and it might not be. It might be more, but you have the option to like basically hold the item and see if shipping goes down a little bit. So again, not every company offers that, but some do. Where's that dang Batman versus Joker from Prime One? I've not seen anything teased. I have seen some behind the scenes production shots of things that they are working on. I have not seen any of that one yet. So time will tell, but I haven't seen anything, but I'm excited about it. Clint, hello to you, Clint. Board Cube 1 of 2. What are your thoughts on the Spec Fiction pedestals that Jeff shared with us a little while ago? Secret Sanctuary. Yes. I got a kind of like an early sneak peek of those. I think they're awesome. They can also be customizable. I am absolutely considering them for the Bat Bunker. It really will depend on price point, but we'll see. Time will tell. Kind of what we're looking at with those, but I really like them. I really like that they're color changing. I really like that I could put my Batman statue collector logo on all of them, which would be really cool. So I don't know. I'm hoping to work out a deal with Todd where I can review them on the channel. Time will tell. Again, he made them custom, so I know he's still working out those details. But as soon as we find out, I'll make sure you guys know. I just received the Prime One Alien Big Chap life-size wall art head, limited to 100. It's awesome. Could I do a review for your channel and send it to you? Absolutely, Emmanuel. That would be incredible. That's a piece that I wouldn't normally do here on the channel. So again, anytime you guys want to do reviews, please hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. So Emmanuel, what I usually ask people to do is make sure you film horizontally. Please keep it to 4 minutes or longer. And you can send it via Google Drive to thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. I would absolutely love a review of that. That would be awesome to feature on the channel. And thank you again. Thanks guys for being willing to do that. Sometimes I'll hit up collectors asking, and a lot of times collectors hit me up. So again, it's just a really great way to share with the community. So thank you guys for that. Emmanuel, that's awesome. Thank you. Patrick Thomas, what's up? Hello to you. Eric, yes, don't forget the light up. Yeah, I was going to say, we just talked about that, Eric. So yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Clint, hello. I'll order the Tech 1000 right there. This guy right there, guys. There he is. Absolutely love him. Tech 1000 from Big Bad Toy Store back in October. Are they usually this far behind? Yes. Initially, it said it would be shipped in December, but now delayed every month. First time pre-order with them. I have ordered a couple of times, but I've only ordered in stock. When you order some of these third parties, a lot of times the shipping is way later. So they're great companies, they offer great services, but a lot of times their shipping is very slow. So keep that in mind. Sorry, guys. I had to have my first Easter freeze. It's funny. I didn't have a freeze at all on Rogues Gallery on Wednesday, but of course I have to have one tonight, of course. So anyway, I do apologize for the freeze. Thanks for sticking with me. So anyway, I was just saying that the shipping takes a little bit longer from other companies. Do you think LBS will do a lot of Batman Rogues or just the popular ones? Again, having some conversations, I think he absolutely wants to do a lot of the characters, as many as he can. So, stay tuned for that. But I think you're going to see a lot of Batman Rogues without a doubt. Without a doubt. Marcos, hey, Chris, what characters would you like to see done first by Legendary Beast Studio? I would love to see them do Clayface in third scale. I think Clayface or Solomon Grundy would be great. One of the bigger characters I think would be awesome. I would love to see maybe them tackle like a comic book Mr. Freeze. I think that would be really neat. Maybe a man bat. Obviously Riddler. I think Riddler in a Jim Lee style would be great. There's just a lot of different characters that have never been done. I think a Two-Face would be great again in third scale. So again, fingers crossed we're going to get some of these characters, but again, time will tell. But especially Clayface. Happy Easter, everyone. Looking forward to the, I was going to say, everybody's excited about this line. We've been talking about it quite a bit, obviously, but it's a big, giant announcement. Would like to see them expand that license more worldwide. But again, time will tell. We shall see. Sorry if the picture's not great. My internet's still not back fully, guys. So I do apologize if it's unstable. It says it's unstable. So again, I do apologize. It's my local. We have some storms rolling in, so that could be what's causing it. Thomas, have you considered getting Weta Workshop's Nightmare Batman? Is phenomenally detailed a piece. I really like it. It's not my Batman, but I really think the piece is phenomenal. If I was going to get one, I would probably get the Joker, the Jared Leto Joker. I saw that one in person. I really liked it. I just don't know if it has a place in my collection. I'm just not collecting from that genre. Like I even canceled my Harley bust. So anyway, probably not, but I'm going to appreciate it from afar. The Ahsoka video, what stuck out the most, and they had Chopper and the leader of Star Wars Rebels from the cartoon to real life versions of them. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Fred, is like there's so many Easter eggs and so many characters that are going to be coming out. It's really exciting stuff. Ben Hizzle, what's your thoughts on the Iron Studios 1/4 scale Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman statue? I think the face needs to be tweaked a bit, but I love the base and the pose. I think the pose is phenomenal. I love the pose, but yeah, I think the face absolutely needs work. If they could tweak that just a little bit and get it a little bit more Michelle, I think it would just be absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I'm hoping, I'm optimistic. So we'll see. We'll see what we end up getting, but I think what you see is what you're going to get. Nate, Chris, what do you think the ES will be on the Sideshow Penguin? At first, I thought it was going to be like 500. I don't know. Right now, I'm going to predict 1,200. I think I'm going to predict right around that point. We'll see. I think it'll be a little higher. Ryan's Horizon. Hey, Chris, hope you are well. Thank you very much. I was pretty disappointed about the Queen Studio Scarlet Witch. 1/4 likely not happening anymore. They're going for 1/3 instead as a 1/4 collector. That was a painful news. It's kind of surprising to me. Like I feel like it would sell better at quarter scale, but it is what it is. I don't know. I guess I was surprised. I know they were going to tweak the head sculpt, but time will tell. I mean, maybe they'll reconsider. I know they have a lot planned, a lot on their plate, and I know it's hard to catch up with that. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Fatal says, sorry guys, I was outside all day. My allergies are crazy. Hey Chris, I met Scott Snyder at C2E2. That's awesome. Autographed my Cordoval's new 52 book and mask. It'll pair nicely with Prime 1 statue. Absolutely. I've got mine right down here, signed by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, which is very exciting. It would pair up absolutely phenomenal with the statue. Trying to find like a shadow box or something to display it in, but yeah, Scott's phenomenal. And the cool thing is like when I've met Scott before, like even in New York, he remembered me, which I thought was really cool. It's like, hey, I remember you. So it was really neat because I've met him three times. So it's really cool. Such a nice guy. When you get the new Batcave done, are you going to do most of the YouTube videos from there? Yes, all of them. This room will become my wife's room. This will be her new craft room. And kind of our family computer room. And so, yeah, this will no longer be the Bat Bunker, unfortunately, but the new space will be. Just talking about Austin earlier, another 10. Man, you're too kind to me, Austin, this week. Happy Easter, Bat fam. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Again, thank you very much, Austin. Thank you again for Wednesday. Again, above and beyond. And again, all the super chats go right into the Bat Bunker. So again, I cannot thank you guys enough for your support. Thank you again, Austin. Thank you very much. Happy Easter. KVC 1986 is Batman in his black suit or blue suit on the Batman versus Killer Croc from Prime 1. As far as I know, it's blue. I'm hoping that they do a variant version of that. I would love to see it, especially that it's quarter scale. I'm very hopeful that they do that, but I think right now the plan is the blue suit, which again, I'm not real happy about. Tom in the house. Hey, Brotherhood member, thank you very much. Hello to you. Just arrived back from Spain. That's awesome. What a great trip that must have been. That's awesome. Hope it was a great trip. New member, thank you very much. Vikrant, I don't know if I said that right. Vikrant, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. I really appreciate it. And welcome to the Brotherhood of the Bat. Thank you for being here. And thank you for supporting us. Thank you. Ryan, I've been really considering picking up the 1/4 scale sculpted Queen, the Dark Knight Joker. Watched your Rooted review and was blown away. I'm getting the 1/4 scale Hot Toys. Yeah, I think they would pair up very nicely. I think also, you can get the in art, which is 6 scale, but it's still great as well. So yeah, I would recommend all of those. I think they're all just really good. I feel like the Queen was a little bit smaller than I was hoping it would be, but I think it's probably more accurate. But it is kind of a tiny piece. Oh, Austin was back from Nashville. I was gonna say, did you go to Spain too? Rapture 727. Hi Chris. I just wanted to ask, how's the Bat Cave coming along so far? Any lights up? Can't wait for your update video. They're one of my favorite videos. So again, I was saying earlier that I am going to do a show called Bunker Live, which is talking about that hopefully this week sometime, maybe tomorrow night. But no lights up yet. They're needing to get all the drywall done first. They could probably come in and do the ceiling because the ceiling hasn't been mudded yet. So maybe not, but lights will come in a while. It's not yet, but anyway, we'll see. Mr. Freeze. That's probably when I froze. Yeah, I would love to see a statue of Batman fighting the Ninja Turtles. That would be cool. I could see that for sure. Yeah, there we go. Classic freeze. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Frozen Rabbit. Moises or Moses. I'm not sure if I say it. I'm sure which one. But anyway, hello. I'm new to collecting. Is it cheaper to order from Prime One directly or Sideshow? I want to buy the Batman Robert Pattinson, but I'm not sure how expensive imports are. I live in California. Great question. So, number one, it used to be real cheaper to get from Sideshow. That's not the case anymore necessarily. If you go the slower route from Prime One, the shipping's not too bad. You also don't have to pay tax. If you go the faster shipping, though, you usually have to pay an import fee. So I've been paying most of my Prime Ones. I've been paying $80 to $100 in import fees. Okay, so you have to consider that. Is that still cheaper than taxes? You have to look at that. So you have to compare and contrast. It used to be cheaper to go through Sideshow, but that's not the case. And they do also charge sales tax. So you just have to weigh and kind of put both of them in your cart and figure out which one works better for you. Would you mind if I send some photos of my custom penguin umbrella to review as well? Or is the art enough for this time? I don't want to be given an inch and take a mile. Yeah, send me what you want. I'll take it. Hey, Paula in the house. Happy Easter to you, Paula. Hey, Chris, any updates on the lightning bolt? I'm really behind from vacation. So I didn't know if I should do like a little video. I might. But yeah, the bolt is white. It's not yellow. I did have a couple of little breakages, which I'm going to talk about with Sideshow tomorrow. Just little things. But anyway, something that I think could be repaired. But anyway, the bolt is definitely better. So it is what it is. But I don't. Sideshow's been telling some people that the yellow is a problem, and sometimes they say it's just consistent with everybody else's. So I think it depends on which customer service representative you get. But mine is white. A Mad Hatter statue, I would buy instantly. I would love a Mad Hatter, but more than that, I would love a ventriloquist. I would love a ventriloquist. I have seen the Riddler statue already on another YouTuber was showing it off. I'm assuming it was a custom then, Fred, because they haven't done any licensed ones. Unless it was the 10 scale. There is a 10 scale from Iron Studios. Chris, would you ever consider a Batman pinball machine in your collection room? I'd love it. There's a Dark Knight one I always have my eye on. Like I love pinball, so I think I would love to have something like that in the cave. It'd be really fun. I would love a 66 Batman villains in 1/4 scale. They started. They did a Catwoman. Sideshow did Catwoman and Batman. It's just unfortunate because I was surprised they didn't keep going. I mean, it would be awesome to have a Cesar Romero Joker, Burgess Meredith Penguin. That would have been really fun. Tweeterhead did a smaller scale of those. Hey, Henry. Hey, Chris, have we had any updates on that Killer Croc versus Batman? So I did talk to their art director about a month or so ago, and they said that they are painting him. So that means that he's printed and painting. So I would assume that we'll probably see him in the next level show. Again, just a guess, but he is being made. He is being made. Happy Easter to the Namek. I got my Merman coming Wednesday. Congratulations. I know my friend Jeff Delaney just got his. Phenomenal piece from Tweeterhead. Yeah, Justin, you missed the freeze. I'm sure there'll be another one. There always is. Again, my internet showing still connection is unstable. I am plugged in to the modem directly, via wire. So again, I do apologize if my picture is crap. But anyway, thanks for being here anyway, guys. I appreciate it. Ahsoka video that was shown at Star Wars Celebration Europe. They showed, oh yeah, we already read that one. Let's see. Happy Passover and Easter, everyone. Absolutely same to you, Justin. Lane, hey, Chris, did you see the unboxing of the Jean Grey and Phoenix statue? I think the paint apps on Phoenix looks much better than the Proto. Will you be doing a discussion on that statue soon? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would love for, if somebody was willing to review it for the channel. That's one I won't be getting in, but I'm sure we'll talk about it on Rogues Gallery Live once people start posting photos. I did see the unboxing, the Sideshow unboxing. I agree. I think it looks great. It's a fun piece. DC Collector 37, hello to you. Thanks for being here. I wonder if anyone will ever be brave enough to do a Professor Pig. Man, I would absolutely love a Professor Pig. It's one of my most wanted that I wanted from the Arkham line. So creepy in that video game. I would really love to see that. I don't know if anybody would ever do him, but maybe a custom, but it would be awesome. Again, I think the portrait needs to be updated. We talked about that a little bit earlier. There, my internet's going back up. So now, hopefully now it's a little bit more clear, guys. It's showing that my connection's back to stable. So who knows? Sorry, my internet sucks. But we're supposed to be getting fiber in my town, and that'll be game changer for me. As soon as I am able to buy it, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care how much it costs because I'm really tired of freezing for you guys. Although it's become tradition. What do you think of the Iron Studios? Again, Michelle Pfeiffer, we talked about that earlier. I think I love the pose, but the face needs to be updated, and I doubt they will. I think what you see is what you're going to get, but I wish they would update it. Oh, Chris throws Ventriloquist out there. First appearance of Montoya is a great Ventriloquist cover. I agree. Really doesn't get enough love. I would love to see any version of Ventriloquist. I think that I know it's a very niche character, but I would love to see that. Him with his little Tommy gun, just awesome. I mean, we did get the Ventriloquist, which I actually sold mine. I wish I hadn't. I went to Jason Stillwell, great collector. But I had that Ventriloquist exclusive on the Arkham Joker. So it was cool to have a Ventriloquist doll in my collection. But yeah, I wish I still had that piece. Skeletor says, boom. I love it. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Any idea when the Tweeterhead Batman reveal will be? Is it black and gray or blue? So I think, yes. I think it's going to be both. I think that they're wanting to do both. I would assume one will be, I'm guessing the blue one will be more limited. I'm guessing. I don't know the scale. Again, if Sideshow has a Batman planned in quarter scale, then we probably won't see it in quarter scale from Tweeterhead. But if they don't, then I think we'll see it in quarter. Chad sent me some renders Friday, maybe yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Got it right here on my phone. I wish I could show you guys, but it's looking great. It's looking great. It's more dynamic than what we saw in San Diego. I feel like it's a little less thick, but I think you guys are going to love it. I think a lot of people are going to really like the pose. Thank you. I'm not sure what you're singing there, but I like it. I like it. Piggy's Picks. Greetings, Chris. I would have loved a Catwoman variant with Eartha Kitt for the Sideshow Batman 66 line. Again, I'm just surprised that they didn't go further. It must not have sold well, but man, that just think of the possibilities of quarter scale with all those great characters. I mean, again, I don't know why they didn't do it. I would love RJ Bean says, I would love to see a large T-Rex and giant penny in your new bat bunker. If not, then maybe a projected bat signal. That would be cool. I've actually kind of toyed around with doing something like that, just kind of doing something out of the box. But I think at the end of the day, my bat cave will look pretty museum-like and less cave-like or less bunker-like, unfortunately. So I'm sure I'll still probably call it the bat cave. But I don't know. I was looking into some wall treatments for some concrete look. Not sure if that's going to work. It's really expensive. So I don't know. We'll see. Yes, it has become a tradition indeed for me to freeze, Chris. Rick Cruz. Hey, Chris, do you think we'll ever get an Adam West Batman in 1/3? I would say never say never. I think maybe Blitzway would tackle that. I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of demand. I think it might be risky in 1/3, but I would love to see it. I think Blitzway would be the one to do it. Chris, why don't you use your power of persuasion to get us a Scarface? Surely Tweeterhead might do it for us. Does Chad take bribes? I don't think he takes bribes. Okay, how can I say this without spoiling things? So I think Chad has a plan to address that. I think he's going to do some things really outside of the box to get us some characters that have never been made in a unique way. That's all I'm going to say. But the stuff I've seen, he's asked my advice for. I think the community would dig it. So I'm very optimistic that we will get some characters like that. And I'm in Chad's ear. And so I will, believe me, guys, you have no idea how much I push these characters behind the scenes. And so many companies do come to me and ask me my advice, which is incredibly flattering. Like I'm just a guy with the camera talking to you guys. So it's like, but it's just that my reputation in the community means a lot to me, in the way they view me. And so being able to try to help with some of these things and like help with poses and help with some art design and things like that, it's been a lot of fun. And it's just a lot of fun. And so I think you're going to see these characters coming. I don't know when, but again, we have to spend the money to make it happen. Because if it's a risk they're taking and we don't support them, then bye. There it goes. So we have to buy them. Heard Amazon is getting into high-speed internet biz, more competition. Good. I'll take it. Whatever I can do, I need I need faster internet because I have Cox and they suck. I mean, the Cox communications, they suck here. Chris is going to get new, better internet and is going to start learning how to really, really still be really, really still to intimidate the freeze. Sorry, I cannot read. Emanate the freeze we have all become accustomed to. So I don't know if I can hold too long, but yeah, absolutely, Justin. Any thoughts on the McFarlane Collector's Edition? Wasn't sure if you heard anything. I would love to get the Spawn statue. I don't know which one specifically you're talking about, but I know the McFarlane stuff that they've been putting out has been really great price point. Offers a lot of fun stuff. They just came out with that Batman Hush statue. Really great figures. So really, really good. That's the name of my studio. I should call myself the Freezing Point Studios because that's exactly what I do here on the channel. I freeze. So, hey, Fatal, hit the like button. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Again, and if you haven't checked out Fatal's channel, please do so. Please support all these other channels that do great reviews, guys. There's too many to name, but so many great channels. The Tweeterhead Batman tease has me stoked. Again, I think people are really going to like it. Has an email from Prime One to say they're getting ready to ship the Joker that goes with Punchline. I received also the same one. I am a little bit concerned because I got my ready to ship Catwoman, but it hasn't shipped yet. My friend Eric B, he's got his shipping as we speak. I don't know what the deal is, but I did get that for the Joker as well. That's the one where he's seated in front of Punchline. So hopefully within the next month, I'll have him here to review as well as the Lee Bermejo Catwoman. So two big Prime One pieces coming my way. Speaking of color scheme, any hints on Two-Face? I don't know the final colors. I think that Chad likes black and white. I think that's what I would prefer. Kind of more of that traditional, just black and white look. So I don't know. I'm really excited to see it finalized. Usually, what I see is renders. So of course, those are in black and white. But I'm going to predict black and white. JC, a legendary beast, head was on Collectors Club Live a few days ago and said Superman pre-orders will go live in July with several head swap portraits, Brainiac, Darkseid, and Cyborg suits. I think the sky's the limit for Jay. Again, I've had quite a few conversations with him behind the scenes, and I think the sky's the limit. I think they're going to go crazy. I think that they want to go real deep in these characters, and again, offer characters that he's asked me my opinion on character designs and poses. And so I am very, very excited for this company. I think that they could definitely change the game in terms of Batman collectibles, which is great. It's great competition for Prime One. To have other third scales out there. I think it just only makes it better for collectors. And so I'm excited for what they're going to do. Really excited. Vampirilla from Prime 1 is so tempting to me, but it doesn't go with the rest of my collection. I can understand you caving on it and getting it. Again, I question myself every day on Vampirilla. At the end of the day, I'm excited to have her in the collection. Will she stay forever? I don't know. I mean, that's going to be the thing. I want to get her in. I want to see how she fits. I don't want her just to be like a bottom shelfer, which I'm afraid she will be. I'm also kind of wondering what I'm going to do with that back wall where my desk will be. So there might be some room for characters like that, maybe some off pieces, kind of like, slightly off camera, so to speak. But that Vampirilla, again, seeing her in San Diego, Monifique, it's just absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful statue. Just had my waitlisted Batman versus Joker Prime 1 come through on Sideshow. Time to eat canned beans for a while. Yeah. And billion, I predict 3 boxes. Shipping is going to be a nightmare on that piece. But congratulations. A mural on one of the walls that shows parts of the comics Batcave would be neat. I think so too. I don't know. I don't want my cave to be gimmicky. Which again, I could go there. I could do a lot of like the giant penny, and I could do like the faux cave walls. I've actually watched a video recently on some stalactites, which would be really cool and kind of easy to do with the ceiling. But I don't know really where I want to go with it yet. Again, that's why I'm going to do Bunker Live. Again, I need some input. I need some advice on some of the finished walls. Does it seem that statue production has been quicker this year? Yeah, actually, we've talked about that a little bit, Namek, on Rogues Gallery Live. Whereas what I feel like is happening is the ESs are smaller. That's taking factories less time to get stuff made. There's only a certain number of factories, so they are whipping through production. They are wanting them to whip through production because they are able to get more money that way. So I think, again, at the end of the day, you're going to see higher turnaround rates. So we're not going to have those 2-year waits right now. Punchline came out way early. This Joker, I think, was supposed to come out in July or August. This Joker is coming sooner than we anticipated. So I think with the lower ES, with people not buying as much, again, it's a tale of the sales. Clearly, these factories are being able to get them out much quicker because they're not making as many. I have the Julie Newmar in 1/4 scale and love it. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like why they never did a Romero, and maybe they couldn't get the license for Romero. All of these actors, guys, have licensing fees. Some are incredibly astronomical, and some just flat out won't do them. So we also were supposed to get that Romero Hot Toys, and we never got him. They teased him, but we never got him. They never produced him. So maybe his license is just not there for whatever reason, or maybe they pulled the license last second. But yeah, I think a Romero Joker would have been incredible. I would have considered it, actually. You are definitely living the dream, Chris. You're an inspiration for all of us collectors and nerds. Well, again, thank you guys very much. You guys are so good to me, and I I can't believe it. It's just so awesome that you're here with us, and you support the channel like you do. And again, you're so kind to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. It means the world to me. It's why I do this. It just, you guys are the reason. So thank you guys very, very much for letting me be a part of this community with you. Ronaldo, hi Chris. Any news on if any company talked about the Catwoman from the Batman movie? Man, no. Radio silent. That's another character I was really just shocked that they didn't do. Maybe Blitzway will do one. I think they're probably the most likely to do it. But man, why they haven't done her, I don't have a clue. I don't know. Or the Riddler for that matter. Chris, I will spend the money. You tell them to bring it. Sure, I am not the only one. Again, Paula, I know I'm right there with you. But again, there can't just be 5 of us. There's got to be a lot of us that buy. So I think that what Chad has cooking is going to be help. It's going to be helpful on the wallet. So again, I'm very optimistic. Very optimistic. Jazz Inc. came out with a 1/6 scale 1966 Batmobile yet. I miss out. Have you heard of it? I don't know if they have. I feel like maybe they teased it at least. I don't know. I'm not in that collectible realm very often. When stuff pops up, I want to talk about it, but it's not something that I collect, so I don't know for sure. Maybe the chat will know. Chris, I counted the statues I currently have, 15 to your 46 with another 2 on the way, but I live in an apartment. And that's the thing is that my collection has definitely grown over the years. There was a time last year where I had very few. I had sold off all my Arkham pieces. But this year has been, I've really skyrocketed, especially since I started buying the Samurai line. I also have Scarecrow coming soon. I think that they had an out of the box, so I should be getting my Samurai Scarecrow from XM. Already fully paid. I just need to pay shipping. So who knows? But that one's coming too. But anyway, it's not about quantity. It's about which pieces you love, which ones make you happy, which ones work in the space that you have. And so, this is a bedroom. This is a bedroom size room. Maybe slightly big. I mean, it's a bedroom size. And so I've been able to make it work with that. But it's crowded in here. So if this was a room that I was going to end up in, I would probably have to sell some just because it's starting to get too many. But just don't worry about quantity. Just worry about the ones you love. Completely off topic, but I saw your Dr. Doom review that made me pull the trigger. I've seen others, but they were huge fans. Yours was more unbiased. Well, thank you again. I like to get pieces on the channel that I don't always do. I just don't always have that many opportunities. I'm not going to spend a ton of money. I know some reviewers, they will buy stuff just to have on the channel and then sell it immediately. I don't love to do that. I know it, we all need content to keep this thing going or else people don't watch. But that's why I'm so thankful for the guest reviews and things like that. But having opportunities for some of these pieces to have on the channel, it's just a lot of fun. It's awesome because again, there's so many pieces I'll never see in the Batcave. It's fun to see them in person, like at San Diego or a comic book shop. But appreciate that, Jeremy. I have a questionable YouTuber that would say that's what I know that guy too. He's actually been in this Batcave. Mr. X is great, absolutely great guy. Do you have any thoughts on the Sideshow Harley Quinn 1-to-1 bust? I just picked it up and love it. So I haven't sold it. I had it and sold it is what I meant to say. I loved it. I miss it. But it wasn't the direction I wanted to go with the Bat Bunker. So I went ahead and sold it. Used the money to fund the next statue that's coming. But I think you're going to love her. Sellbat, do you own any Batman vehicles from the Batman films? I don't at this time. I had the 89 Batmobile from Iron Studios at one point. But I don't have any vehicles. I'm just pretty much a figure collector. My channel's great too. LOL. Oh, there you go. Freezing Point Studios. So definitely check out Freezing Point. I don't know if I've checked out your stuff. I'll have to check out your stuff. Greetings from Monterrey, Mexico. Hello, Enrique. Thank you for being here. ¿Cómo está? All the Batman statues you have, which one do you think is your favorite? Batman himself right now, it comes down to these two right here. The Tech 1000 and the Bat Bike. Those are my two favorites at the moment. Of course, that could change tomorrow. Can't fit any more after these last two. Again, space is always a premium. That's for sure. I'm not really into horror movies. I was when I was younger. That's all my friends and I did. My family doesn't really like horror, so we don't really ever watch it anymore. Actually, I think I've said this on the channel, but I've actually we actually filmed a movie whenever I was in my early 20s. You can actually buy on Amazon, which is pretty crazy. But it's just a horror movie. So we used to be really into it. I still like old horror, like Halloween. Like Jaws. That's one of my favorite movies. Exorcist. Some of those, those old late 70s. Shining. I love The Shining. But some of the more modern stuff, I don't really get into. Too scary for me. Will Two-Face come with a Tommy gun switch out? Unlikely. I know, having conversations with Chad a year ago, they weren't able to do any of that. If you have a U.S. license, you can't have guns. I don't know if that's changed. I'm hoping it has, but we'll see. Hope he comes with a coin flip and a gun swap out. Again, I would love to see that, Mark. I don't know for sure what we're going to get with the final version. I saw Dan from Wayne Manor North said Hush is his favorite story. Do you have a favorite Batman story? Hush is definitely up there for me. Long Halloween is what I generally say is my favorite Batman story. I love Long Halloween. I love Court of Owls. I'm looking at my absolutes over here. Of course, Killing Joke. But Long Halloween is generally my favorite. That's why I went with spec for Prime 1. Fabok Dio, the upcharge is nowhere near what the shipping will probably be on that beast. So yeah, it's free, free from spec. But again, you're gonna have to wait longer. That's the only thing is generally you have to wait longer. I would love to see someone make a 1/4 or 1/3 scale Batman from the art of Mike Mignola. I love his art style, man. Those DC Direct pieces of his are phenomenal, and man, they sold out back in the day. I would love to see that as well. I don't know if we'll ever get it. I don't know if it'll translate that big, but it would be cool. I would display Vampirilla and the new Lady Death that's coming out with a Batman statue in between them. Plenty of Batman statues to choose from, and those three together would look amazing. Yeah, I think they would pair up real nice. Are you kind of shocked Sideshow hasn't done Punchline PF yet? I am. Their female statues generally sell very well. I don't know how well their last Catwoman sold. Not everybody loved that one. The one with the kind of the museum base. But yeah, I think Punchline surely will be coming. Actually, a few years ago, Tweeterhead did a Joker. Yeah, they did. They did the Romero Penguin. They did the Burgess Meredith. They did the Riddler, the Frank Gorshin Riddler. Phenomenal. Tweeterhead used to do all those classic like Munsters and stuff like that. It's kind of what put them on the map. Really good stuff. Do you think the Queen Studios 1/6 scale Anne Hathaway on Batpod will pair nicely to the 1/6 Tumbler? Yes, I do. I think it's going to be awesome. Hey, CC is in the house. Surprised I managed to catch this live. Just left the pub. Hey, I hope you had a nice drink on Easter here. Nice to break up the Star Wars chat at Celebration with some Batman. Did you go, CC? Did you go to the Celebration? That's awesome if you did. I'm jealous. Were you ever out of reading comics? My college years and more kept me out for about 10 years, but Identity Crisis brought me back. So yes, I don't know if I've ever really addressed it. When I was a kid, I was a Batman fan, Star Wars fan, everything. G.I. Joe, GoBots, Transformers, that was me. But then I grew up. I started working at the age of 13. I've never not worked since then. Maybe 12. I worked in a grocery store for 14 years in customer service. Went to Votech right out of high school. I have an art degree through that. And then from there, I, got my undergrad in education and then my master's in counseling. And all of those years, I just was working. I was going to concerts. My priorities changed. I wasn't reading comics. I wasn't, I would see movies here and there, but like So like when Batman Begins came, I didn't see it. I did not see it at the theater. I could care less. But when I met my wife, she bought me Batman Begins, and we watched it. She gave it to me. We were staying in a hotel room for a wedding, and I remember that she gave me this Batman because I had said I liked Batman when I was younger, which she still kicks herself to this day for giving me that, because that led me becoming the Batman statue collector. It really did. It set forth all of this. Otherwise, I probably would not be collecting these things. Maybe, I don't know. But like once I started getting back into this stuff, that's when I started back in the comics. And so, yeah, there was a good 10, 15 years there where I didn't do any of this. I would still watch the Batman movies here and there and things like that, but it wasn't my life. Now, very much part of it. Your collection definitely needs a Batman Beyond piece. I grew up with that show and loved Terry. See, I didn't. After I grew up, it was just past my prime. I watched the animated series when I was younger, but I never watched Batman Beyond. And maybe if I had, I would feel differently. But I never watched it. I have no connection to Batman Beyond. I might be in the minority here, but I wasn't a fan of the Salina from the Batman movie. Would love to see Salina 1/10 Penguin, or I would love to see a 1/10 scale Penguin, as I collect mainly 1/10. They do have a great Danny DeVito one from Iron Studios, but I mean, not everybody loves this Salina. I thought she was fantastic. I would love to see it. I think Vampirilla with a mixed media dress, hard to find, I know, could make her look more closer to Talia. And the spilled wine reminds me of how Damian Wayne came to be. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was what I was trying to justify. I was trying to justify, could I make her Talia? Could she be Talia in my mind? And she still absolutely could be. With the throne and everything else. Obviously, her outfit would need to be tweaked. But yeah, I think if you put her in a dress, or if you did something to her, maybe covered her up, which is a shame. Incredible body on her, but she could still absolutely be Talia to me. The Pac-Man. Just curious, Chris, what made you sell off your Arkham pieces originally? So, room number one, I really wanted to start focusing on. I can pinpoint the exact moment when I saw Killer Croc versus Batman. That changed my mind, because I thought he was going to be 1/3. And I think the original plan from Prime 1 was he was going to be 1/3. And so I sold my Croc. And then because I sold my Killer Croc Arkham, I thought, well, I can sell this one, and I can sell that one, because I already have a Joker, and I already have, blah, blah, blah. And so I started getting in more comic book pieces, and that's where I want to focus on the comic book pieces, and I still do. But then I realized, what if they don't ever make a comic book Mr. Freeze in 1/3? This was way before the Legendary Beast announcement. So I thought, I better get a Two-Face back. I better get a Mr. Freeze. Well, if I get Mr. Freeze and Two-Face back, well, maybe I should get Arkham Knight back. And then maybe if I get Arkham Knight back, well, they don't have a third scale Scarecrow, so I better get him back. And then that's led to, me getting all of these guys back right here. And so that's why I sold them, because I was going to focus on the comic book pieces. But then I freaked out, and they're still awesome. They still hold up. They still look great in a lineup. And so as of right now, the Arkham stuff staying in my collection. Maybe eventually, if all these characters do get replaced with comic book versions, then the Arkham line might go. But I still feel like pound for pound, they are still the best representations of these characters. And they're just still awesome. They're still awesome. Not a lot of people have the funds to make a Batcave to put more pieces in, but yes, we should limit ourselves to what we have. I am incredibly blessed, especially that my family is allowing me to take that space, because that was a big storage room. That was a big family storage room, and so I am very blessed to have that space for sure. Ghostface is my favorite. That's cool. Is there a no gun rule in the U.S. for anything? Yes. DC can have a little tiny action figure with guns, but you can't have a statue. It is asinine. It is ridiculous. These are adult, grown-ass people that are buying this stuff, and that's the rule that Warner Brothers have. Now, Warner Brothers Japan or Warner Brothers China or Warner Brothers Hong Kong or wherever else, those licenses, they don't care. You can have all the guns you want. But in the United States, it is what it is. Tweeterhead Batman is 1/6 or 1/4. We do not know yet, Dennis. Again, that'll be up to Sideshow and their decision. I said it earlier, if Sideshow doesn't have a Batman coming out or in the works, which I can't imagine they don't, but it's been a minute since they have. Well, I guess they had the Dark Knight Returns, obviously. But just a traditional Batman, a modern Batman, it's been a minute. So if they don't have anything planned, then I would assume this will be in quarter scale also. But if Sideshow does have one planned, I bet we won't get it in quarter, but we'll see. But Two-Face has been announced in quarter. Now that you'll be moving to the bunker, do you have a favorite memory of your time in that space? Also, maybe a top 10 list of my favorite memories so far for future video. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I've had a lot of memories in this cave. One that comes to mind is that the 89 Batmobile. We had, it was $1,000 in super chats with me and Ledger. To be able to share that with him, the cans of corn, just a lot of memories in this space. A lot of live shows in this space. Obviously, Dan Default visiting this space, Mr. X visiting this space. Not very many people have toured this room, and so that means a lot to me. Those memories specifically. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. Top 10 favorite memories. I'll do that, Kevin. That's a great idea. Going to be the DC at the Namek have a Black Widow and Domino with guns. The old pieces used to be able to. Why haven't we seen an Anne Hathaway Catwoman in 1/4 scale? It's great question, Alex. I don't know. Yeah, still at Celebration. Tomorrow is the last day. We'll have a great time, man. If you film any footage, I would love to bring that to the channel if you're interested, CC. That would be awesome. But no pressure if you don't. But man, I'm so jealous of that event. I think it looks like so much fun. So much fun. You have your wife. I definitely have my wife to thank. Yes, Batman Begins changed everything for me too. I mean, that's the thing is that it's funny how that movie, I didn't see it at the theater, had no interest in it, but changed the game for me. Austin says, hit that like button, everyone. Thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate it. But seriously, she does kick herself. She's like, I should have never, ever got you that damn DVD, you know? But I'm glad she did, because it woke up a passion that I had didn't know was in me. What is the oldest piece that when you started collecting you still own? My Joker, my Sideshow Joker premium format. Iron Studios also has some really good comic ones. Yeah, they do. I really like that Scarecrow. Sup, Rob? CC, I have a similar story with Star Wars. I liked it, but wasn't super invested like I was with the Batman until Disney took over. Hot take, but made Star Wars feel more relevant to me. Oh, that's cool. I mean, they took it into the future. Obviously, you know, more female leads. Some people feel like they've become too woke, and it's an argument we could talk about for hours probably. But you know, like anything, we have to progress and move forward. But it's really, to me, it doesn't matter who or what it is. If it's good storytelling, that's all that matters. And so I think that I liked the trilogy. I thought it was good. I mean, could they have done things a hell of a lot better? Yes, they could have done so many better things. Why they did certain things, I have no clue. But I do like what they've done with the modern Star Wars stuff. Again, I grew up with Star Wars. It was my favorite growing up, especially Empire Strikes Back. It's still my favorite Star Wars film. But you know, I like Disney in general. I like what they do. So good stuff. Namek says, I love Batman Beyond. Great series. Love Kevin Conroy as old Batman. He was so awesome. I love to hear his voice when I read. And that's really, I should maybe go back and watch it just to hear his voice. I miss him. So, Chris, this year I have coming at some point Catwoman XM 1/4. I'm assuming you're talking about the purple one. And XM 1/4 Batman Who Laughs. one I think I may try to do a review if you end up wanting it for your channel. Which one would you prefer? Both, actually. I don't think we've ever done the Batman Who Laughs. I actually had the prototype Catwoman. But I don't think I ever did the Batman Who Laughs. I had it. We gave it away. I never had it. Todd gave it away. He was going to send it to me, and I said, no, just send it on to the collector so we don't break it. I was worried about breaking it because you just never know. I meant 1/10 scale of Penguin from the Batman movie. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But yeah, I don't know if we'll get him. He's just so plain, kind of, and simple. I don't know if people would buy it. Thank you so much for sharing your collection, and I love seeing things you get. I also really appreciate you sharing your positivity, your thoughts, and communicating with us. So thank you very much, RJ. Again, it means the world to me that you guys, tune in and care what I have to say. So I consider you all friends, and again, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for all of you guys. So thank you. Believe me, I appreciate your positivity just as much. It goes both ways. It absolutely goes both ways. So thank you for being positive and spreading that positivity to others. How does the whole gun thing work? Because that Grim Knight statue is freaking loaded. So again, let's say that the China license, the Warner Brothers China license, DC license, they say, yep, you can do guns. The United States license says, nope, you can't. So that's why when you buy it, you get all the guns. But when they advertise it in the United States, it was all blurred out. Okay, which is why those photos were leaked because they wanted to show what the guns look like, right? So those pictures were leaked. So we knew what we were going to be getting. It's ridiculous. Again, we're grown-ass people. Do you still have the Catwoman on Gargoyle PF or just the new one? I just have the new one. I sold the PF. I might get her back. I'm having some regrets. I'm going to kind of wait and see how she looks in the new display, because again, on the bunker, I'm going to recreate that Sideshow display that I used to have behind me. So time will tell. Man, Austin, another super chat. Thank you very much. Incredible of you. Again, you're too kind this week. You have my support, Chris. Your kindness and the community you have made are incredible. You always have my support, buddy. Again, Austin, thank you very much. Can't thank you enough. Again, rolling right into the bat bunker. So thank you. And support, it's very touching, guys. What do you think is the best Catwoman statue ever made? I don't know. I really like the Prime 1. I think it's a really good Catwoman. I don't know. I think the Sideshow pieces are great. I don't know. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. Probably the Arkham is my favorite. I'm surprised Iron Studios hasn't done the whole Batman 1/10. I am too. Maybe they will. Been having trouble getting back into comics since the last great decade for them in the 90s. I hear that. I love George Jimenez. Fabok. To me, it's all about the art. So if I'll look at a book, and if it's not good art, I tend not to buy it. I really like those really great artists like Jimenez. He's phenomenal. My favorite Star Wars characters are Vader and Emperor Palpatine. I've always liked the bad guys. Batman surrounded by his villains. But I love Vader and I love the Emperor. Love him. It was I who allowed the Rebel Alliance to know the location of the shield generator. I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive. I don't know if I got any of that right, but that's what I remember. In the 80s, did you vote kill Robin or save him? Do you think something like that gimmick would work today? I absolutely. I think it'd be fun. I think it's to let the community decide what happens. That's always fun. I don't think I voted. I think I might have been too young to vote, but I probably would have voted. I probably would have voted to kill him. Back then, I probably would have. Chris, may I ask, what was the square footage of the new Batcave? Did adding all the shelving shrink it by a lot? It did a little bit. Obviously, to shrink the ceiling and to shrink the walls a little bit. It wasn't much. I don't know the square footage. I probably need to figure that out because I know people have asked me. I just don't know. But it shrunk it a little bit. Hello to you, Hot Toys Nightmare. Thank you for joining us. Glad you got the Arkham Knight Catwoman back. She's beautiful. Again, I love her. Does the bunker feel smaller with the walls? A little bit. I mean, it's definitely going to close it in compared to where the concrete was, but it's been worth it. I loved the bunker look. I love the concrete look, and I wish it was still there. But at the end of the day, having the drywall, it's made the sound in there so much better. And it's basically it's going to be my studio, so it's got to feel good in there. It's got to be warmer in there. And so at the end of the day, I think I made the right decision. Yes, it shrunk it down a little bit, but it's still way more room than I have now. Way more room. I don't know. I'll just I don't. I'll leave it at that. I don't know. Happy Easter. Thanks for the show tonight. $4 220 Canadian. I don't know how you get the $2.20. But anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And happy Easter to you. Thank you again. Can't thank you enough for your support, Borg. Will you be bringing back the Batman? Yeah, I think so. Again, that's my plan. I don't have a Batman currently. My plan was to do the Batman versus Killer Croc, but who knows when that's actually going to be. So I might have to get a Batman back just for that display. Or else it's just going to be villains surrounded by villains. Thank you, Mrs. BSC. Without you, we wouldn't have this awesome channel. I mean, honestly, guys, I really don't think I would have this channel. I mean, that set a ball rolling in motion. And so I don't think I would be doing any of this. I'd probably have a lot more free time. That's for sure. But again, I'm so glad that it happened the way it did. That's where the 3D print custom market can actually be useful, making some swap out hands. I think a lot of people will, those printers are so good these days that I think that's absolutely what's going to happen. So time will tell. Chris, are you interested in seeing the new Barbie movie that's coming out with Margot Robbie? Yes, actually. I think it looks good. We just saw, it was our wedding anniversary this weekend, and we went and saw Dungeons and Dragons. And it was a fun movie. I also really want to see Mario. I've heard that's really good. I really want to see Mario. But yeah, I would see Barbie. I don't know if I need to see it at the theater, but I do love Margot Robbie. And it looks funny. So I'll go see anything. I love movies. I would see it. Rogues surrounding Prime 1, Batman Hush is literally my entire PF stat. I mean, there you go. I don't think I could do it with the new bunker. I can't do it with the space that I have. But there'll be, just multiple pieces everywhere, I think. I don't tend to love them. That Batman Ninja, which not great, but I love the animation style of it. Like that Into the Spider-Verse. I love that kind of animation style. Was it Hush? It was either Hush or Long Halloween that was a better style, and I liked it. I think it might have been Long Halloween. But anyway, some of them I like, but most of them I don't. For me, it's a combination of the Dark Knight film, Lee Bermejo Joker comic, and the Batman Arkham Asylum game that really reignited my... Yeah, I mean, for sure. The Dark Knight, for me, in 08, I had just it was like... What was it? 05 is when I started getting back into Batman. And so it was only a few years later that Dark Knight hit. And that changed the game, obviously. Major Ledger fan. Hey, Chris, what do you do when you buy a statue only because you're hoping they make the companion piece to go with it and you're stuck waiting, not knowing what will happen? Well, you're stuck. You're stuck. You're either stuck or you sell it. And that's it. Or you box it up and store it until you find out. But it does absolutely stuck. It absolutely can suck. Absolutely. All right, sorry, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, guys. Chris, when are you going to create another channel on best ways to save experience Disney? From watching your channel for years, I know you visit Disney often and would love ideas to plan a trip. That's what my wife wishes I did. She wishes I focused all my time. We actually have another channel. It's called Midwest Mouseketeers. You can see some of our old adventures that we put our Disney trips on there. Nobody watches them. Nobody watches them. Nobody subscribes, but they're just kind of on there for our family memories. I always film all of our trips. And so, Midwest Mouseketeers, if you want to see some of our Disney stuff. And, maybe I mean, that's the problem, is something's got to give. Either I do that content and there's less content here, because there's only so many hours in the day. But yeah, Midwest Musketeers is our other channel. I was amazed with how much better the sound was in the bat bunker. Yeah, it's night and day different. Night and day, which I was so worried. My other worry is not getting internet in there. Like I've got cable in there, but I hope the signal's better than this, or at least not as bad, or not worse. So we'll see. Guardians 3, I can't wait. Can't wait. Oh, I love Mask of the Phantasm. Absolutely love that movie. The animated Long Halloween. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of, CC, that I really, really enjoy. Again, it's my favorite Batman story. Will your family help you move all your statues to the bunker, or do you need us to help? Come on over, RJ. I don't want my family to move any of this stuff. I'm terrified of moving it because it's not like I'm going to box it up and move it. I'm going to like literally move it. And some of these are damn heavy. Like I'm terrified of moving the Bat Bike. Moving Mr. Freeze is one of the heaviest statues in my collection. I don't want to move him. So there's definitely ones I don't want to move, but I will most likely be moving him all by my lonesome. Chris, I've watched Midwest Musketeers. I enjoyed it very much. Big Disney fan myself. That's awesome, Paul. I didn't know you watched it, but yeah, those are all just all of our old memories, and getting ready to go to Disney again soon. So there will be some new content up there on the channel. I really want my kids to film this one. They've never filmed it. I think they would probably not do a great job because they would rather be on their phones than filming. But filming is what I do. It's my passion. So I'm sure I'll probably do it this trip. But yeah, Midwest Musketeers. Chris, what is your favorite Disney ride? Mine is Space Mountain, but I'm going to the Food and Wine Festival in November. Looking forward to the Guardians ride. So I will also be there for Food and Wine Festival. I'm going in August or September. I can't remember. I think August. So I'll be going back there. We're also going to go to Disneyland in July when I'm there for San Diego Comic-Con. We're going to spend a few days there as well. So favorite ride at Walt Disney World. Oh man, I'm kind of a traditional guy. I love Pirates and I love Haunted Mansion. I'm not sure about Disney World. I love Rock and Roller Coaster. I love Space Mountain. Really excited to ride Guardians. We haven't been on Guardians ride yet, but I'm excited about that. And when we look at California, my favorites are Hyperspace Mountain. When it's a hyperspace, the Star Wars overlay, I love that. I love their Space Mountain. It's so much smoother. Like my wife likes the clunkiness of the Florida one, whereas California is so smooth. But yeah, it's Hyperspace Mountain. I also love the Guardians ride, the old Tower of Terror. It's just fun. It's funny. It's got great music. So those are probably my two favorite rides there. And of course, Pirates being the best pirates on the planet. It's got the much longer version with the caves and stuff, which is great. In terms of my favorite park, probably Epcot. I love Epcot. Epcot's really grown on me. I love Spaceship Earth. I know it's slow and boring, but it's one of my favorites there. Enjoy Test Track. I love Living with the Land. I love Epcot. I just love everything about it. And I love the festivals. The festivals, man, all that food is so great. Had a deconstructed key lime pie that we got. And I think we bought like 4 of them because we love them so much. We bought one each day. And we like staying over by Epcot because it's just real close, using the gondolas and stuff. As a Central Florida native with my mother who worked for Disney at years, I've been blessed with a childhood of yearly free park hopper Disney trips at the Orlando Park. That's awesome. Again, I'm a major fan. How's your diet? Still not eating? So getting off topic. We're not talking about statues anymore. But anyway, so I started doing a 36-hour fast. I do 36 off, where it's basically 2 sleeps, 12 hours on. The weekends, I tend to eat both days. So I tend not to eat like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This week's been a little bit different because I had my anniversary. So far so good. I'm down like 17 pounds. I got back from spring break and I put on a ton of weight. So again, going really off the rails here, guys. This is probably too much information. So I got really into coffee. Okay. And I was trying to find a more healthy drink that I really enjoyed. So I started getting McDonald's iced coffee. I love it. So I would get it with no sugar, right? And I would get 2 creams. I would get a large iced coffee, 2 creams, and I had it every morning for months. Loved it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Um, I found out recently that when they say 1 cream in a large, it's equivalent of 20 creams. So I was doubling it each day. So I was drinking the equivalent of 40 creams every day in my iced coffee. You do the math of calories. Okay. So I was gaining weight and I was not sure why. I was like, I was eating my normal way. I just, saw my face get puffier on camera, whatever. And so I realized I think that's what it is. So I stopped drinking it. And again, I've been doing this there's 36-12 fasting for about a week and a half now. I'm planning on doing it all the way through our Disney trip. And just see how much I could lose. I'd like to get down to kind of where I was, but I'm feeling better. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I've been doing a 36-hour, 12-hour fast. I supplement on my days off with some hydration. It's like a salt hydration stuff for fasting. So yeah, that's that. That's that. I definitely want to plan a trip to Disney World this year. Any tips on where or who to plan with, travel agency or website? I really enjoy the Diz. They're a company. They're Dreams Unlimited Travel. They own that. I watch their show every week. Really enjoy Pete and company, and they have it's free for you to use. I've actually considered becoming a Disney travel agent and doing that as my career because I know so much about Disney. We go so often. I know places to stay, where it's better value, what amenities you want. Do you want to be closer to certain parks? Again, I really recommend the Epcot area, doing the boardwalk or beach club, that sort of thing. So anyway, I love Disney and I love going to those parks. But Dreams Unlimited Travel, I would recommend. At least I'm assuming, RJ. I mean, again, I've quit drinking that coffee and I miss it because I loved it. It was kind of my treat every day, but it was clearly a treat. My fiance got scared when you go backwards down the stairs on the Haunted Mansion. Yeah, you're actually. I don't know if very many people know this, but you're actually dying. You're pushed out of the window, and that you going backwards is supposed to be you dying, and now you're in the cemetery with all the ghosts. No, you don't put cream. Just get black coffee, and if you want to sweeten it, use organic. See, that's the thing is I wanted that creamer taste. I don't know. Do they have sugar-free creamer? That's like I just want plain creamer. I don't want like vanilla or French vanilla. I just want like that plain creamer taste. So I don't know. Maybe they have that. I don't know. But I do like black coffee. It really amps me up though. Like it makes me shaky. Thanks. I appreciate how helpful you always are. Well, my pleasure. That's insane. My issue with fasting is I get headaches 24 hours in. Anything like that happen to you? Yeah. I just deal with it. I'm pretty tough mentally. So if I set my mind to something, I'm 100% sure that I have undiagnosed adult ADHD. I have absolutely no doubt. I was never diagnosed as a kid, but I was hyper as a kid. I hyper focus on things like a Batman channel, much to the chagrin of others. And so I just set my mind to it. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I get hungry throughout the day, but I'm like, oh, I just need to wait till tomorrow morning and I can eat again. So yeah, like tomorrow I won't eat. But I'll drink iced tea, unsweet, which I love, and water. Have you ever had a bad experience selling a statue? Yes. Absolutely. And I've had people, kind of scam me out of money. that something was broken. They knew it was broken. It broke, and they wouldn't comp me. So I've had those have been few and far between though. So there has been a few bad experiences, but nothing horrible. Is Two-Face confirmed? Yes, Two-Face confirmed 1/4. Use coconut milk as a creamer. Okay, I could try that. Is there any calories in that though? Like I can't. I have to use something that doesn't add up calorie wise for my fasting day. Chris, at what age are we supposed to get our colon checked? I'm 44, feeling healthy, never had it done. Is it 50 or should I go now? I have a friend who found some polyps, got me concerned. Brad, 45. 45 is the date. So like the day that my birthday when I turned 45, they said, actually, no, I must have turned 46. I think because I'm 46. For those of you that don't know. Anyway, 45 I think is the date. So I had a colonoscopy earlier this year. Went fine. Didn't feel a thing. So I would definitely recommend it. I'm good for 10 years. So everything came back fine for me. So Brad, I would definitely get it. I would definitely consider it. The prep's not a lot of fun, but yeah. I've sold on eBay before. I don't like it, but I sell some things for my mom on there. So Cash to Gemini, enjoying the show, Chris. Say thanks very much, Cash. Again, another great channel, guys. Check out Cash's channel. Chris, I like the chai tea from Scooters. It's I don't know if I don't think I've ever had chai tea. Is there calories in it? Like, is it sweetened? Get the unsweetened coconut milk. Okay, I can try that, Nelson. I'm willing to try anything. Thanks for the advice, guys. Brad is. Hey, I think it's important to get your colon checked. What's the one character you want done from what studio and scale, but only one? I don't know. The one that comes up so much is Clayface, and I think Legendary Beast or Prime One, either one. Again, I really want a Riddler. I really want a Ventriloquist. Those three. Actually, I'm going to put one above. I want a Ra's al Ghul. I want a Ra's al Ghul. However you say it. Yeah. Maybe a really good Heath Ledger Joker life-size statue that I could put in the bunker. That'd be pretty cool. I know that's more than just one. It's like trying to pick your favorite child. I mean, that's the thing is like I hate that eBay takes so much of the freaking money, and so it's hard for me to support that. Thanks, I'm close to that now, so I might as well schedule while kids in school. I agree, Brad. I think it's important for your peace of mind and also your kids. Yes, calories is more like a cinnamon spice. I have to cut back myself. I put on 15 pounds. So yeah, it's like, and the older you get, guys, again, I'm 46. The older you get, the harder it is to keep it off. And so you get in your old bad habits again, and that's the problem. But yeah, that iced coffee did me in, which again, it sucks. How about green tea was unsweetened just now? I've had some green tea. It's okay. I just usually just get regular tea. I grew up on tea. So I hate sweet tea. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how if I'm not opposed. I would just rather see the court. I really want to see the court. I haven't seen much googly eyes. That's because they use stickers. They use stickers these days. I can't. I'm going to get that. I love it. I wish it was third scale. But yeah, I don't know if I would get the whole thing. Like, I don't know if I need the cave part of it with the diorama in the back. Especially, I'll have to see what kind of depth it is because of the new display. But yeah, I want him. I take a calendar man. I doubt it. I love them. I love the Joker one, but I'm not collecting 1/6, so it's tough for me. It's tough for me. I think we're going to end on this one. Calendar man is dated. That's a great joke, Brad. That's awesome. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I was only going to do an hour, and I've done almost an hour, 40 minutes. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Get ready for work in the morning. Got an in-service. Yay. But anyway, I hope you're all doing great. Happy Easter. He has risen. If you celebrate. And again, it just kind of goes back to my general message here on the channel is continue being positive. Be good to one another. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't get baited into arguments and negativity around other people. You don't have time for that in your life. Surround yourself with people that'll lift you up and be good to you. That's what the world needs, at least according to me. So anyway, continue to be good to one another. I can't thank you guys enough for continuing to support the channel, for showing up. Again, happy Easter. Sending love through the interweb here, and I hope you all have a great night. And I'll see you this week sometime live for the Bunker Live chat. Please join me. I'll see you guys in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.